Your adventure begins here.
All right, let's dive into one of India's most legendary alpine journeys, the Kashmir Great Lakes Trek. In this guide, we're going to cover everything, from the absolutely epic scenery you'll be seeing to all the practical details you need to know to get ready for what is truly a once-in-a-lifetime adventure. I think this quote from the trek organizers just captures the whole spirit of it perfectly. Live a life with passion. It's a great reminder that a journey like this, well, it's so much more than just a walk in the mountains. So that really begs the question, right? What does it take to journey through a place people literally call paradise on Earth? Well, let's find out. So, what is it that makes this trek so legendary? Honestly, it's this unique mix of a raw physical challenge and just absolutely mind-blowing beauty. The thing that really defines this trek is its incredible diversity. I mean, over just a few days, you go from these lush green forests into these wide-open meadows, and then suddenly you're crossing these barren, almost lunar-like ridges. That kind of rapid change in scenery is so rare, and it's all thanks to the unique geology of the Kashmir Valley. And, of course, linking it all together are the 7 stunning alpine lakes that give the trek its name. It is, no joke, a photographer's dream. Okay, so let's break down what this 9-day journey actually looks like. This will give you a real sense of the trek's rhythm and its flow. This table gives us a fantastic overview. You start by getting used to the altitude in Sonmark, and then the real ascent begins. What's crucial here is the progression. Each day builds on the last. You cross the Niknai Pass, you see the twin lakes of Vishnusar and Kishansar, and then bam, day 4, you hit the highest point of the whole trek, Gadzar Pass. And notice that buffer day on day 7, that is a critical safety feature. You never know with mountain weather, so having that day built in is key. And this number right here, this really shows you the scale of the challenge. You'll be trekking up to about 4,200 meters. That's nearly 14,000 feet. Reaching that kind of altitude safely, well, it requires that proper acclimatization we talked about, and for sure, a solid level of fitness. So you might be wondering, how do you even manage a trek of this scale? Well, the good news is you don't do it alone, not even close. Let's look at the incredible support system that makes this whole journey possible. Okay, let's get into the nitty-gritty, the logistics. As you can see, the package is pretty comprehensive. It covers your ground transfers, places to stay, all your meals, and the permits. So your main jobs are booking your flights, getting your visa sorted, and making sure you have that mandatory travel insurance. Oh, and it's always a good idea to budget for tips and to bring your own personal water filter. And this is the team that makes it all happen. Just look at this. For a group of 15 to 25 people, you've got a support crew of over 10 professionals. This includes certified local guides who know this terrain like the back of their hand, kitchen staff cooking up your meals, and mule handlers carrying your main luggage. Believe me, you are in very, very capable hands. Now, let's shift gears and talk about your role. The team is there to support you, but you absolutely have to come prepared. So this section is all about the essential fitness and gear you're going to need to tackle this trek safely and, actually enjoy it. Listen, your biggest asset on this trek is going to be your endurance. Putting in this training is the difference between just surviving the trek and truly thriving on it. You've got to get your body ready for walking 6 to 8 hours a day at high altitude. The plan itself is simple but super effective. Build up your cardio, strengthen your legs and your core, and, this is the big one, do practice hikes with a weighted backpack. Seriously, that last step is non-negotiable if you want to succeed on the trail. Okay, let's talk gear. The most critical concept to understand here is layering. You need a base layer that wicks moisture away, an insulating mid-layer like a fleece to keep you warm, and a waterproof outer shell to protect you from wind and rain. This system lets you adapt to the weather, which can change in a heartbeat. Just as important are your trekking boots, and please make sure they are broken in. Never, ever wear new boots on a long trek. And of course, you need the right bags for your daily essentials and your main luggage. And speaking of luggage, this number is crucial. The duffel bag that the mules or porters carry for you has a very strict weight limit of 10 to 12 kilograms. This really forces you to pack smart and bring only what is absolutely essential. No kitchen sinks on this trip. All right, we're in the home stretch. This last section covers the most important topics of all: your health, your safety, and the last few documents you need to have squared away before you even think about getting on that plane. The biggest health risk at this altitude, without a doubt, is acute mountain sickness, or AMS. And with AMS, prevention is everything.
The itinerary is designed specifically for gradual acclimatization, and your guides will be doing daily health checks, monitoring your oxygen levels. Your job is simple, but so critical. If you start to feel unwell, you have to communicate that immediately.
This is all about being a responsible traveler, a good guest. Respect is the name of the game. Always ask before taking photos of people. Follow the leave no trace principle, which means you pack out everything you pack in. And just steer clear of sensitive topics like politics. When in doubt, remember, your guides are your best resource for navigating any local customs.
And finally, your pre-flight checklist, the boring but essential stuff. Double check that your passport is valid. Apply for your Indian e-visa well in advance. Get comprehensive travel insurance that specifically covers high-altitude trekking. And don't forget that signed medical certificate from your doctor saying you're fit for the challenge.
So, after seeing the stunning landscapes, understanding the epic journey, and knowing about the amazing support that makes it all possible, really there's only one question left to ask. Is this incredible blend of challenge, beauty, and raw nature your next great adventure?
Contact our expert for more information.